I'm making my way up into town now, and I'm gonna go get some breakfast, then buy some tickets to go see Edinburgh Castle. I'm below the castle. Still a long way to go to get up there. If we Brits tried to invade the Scots at Edinburgh, I have a feeling they'd be pretty safe up there. Just as you go into the castle, you'll see the Lang Stairs. In New English, this is the Long Stairs. It's named that because it's a bloody long way at the top. And this is the gatehouse that's been rebuilt 3 times. You can tell because there's 3 different layers of rock.
One part you can visit is a little doorway behind me, just over here. You'll see the statue of the piper. We call him the best piper in Scotland because he doesn't make any noise. We're allowed to say that, we're local. Sorry. Now, if we were ever doing any torture from Edinburgh Castle, it was often done right in front of the castle. Back in the day when you didn't have televisions and smartphones, you'd take your kids out to watch a good witch burning just in front of the castle. That's our entertainment in those days.
And this is St Margaret's Chapel. It's the oldest building still in the castle. It was the only building left standing when one of the Scottish kings decided to destroy it all so the English couldn't get their hands on it. But this stained glass window does look a bit like Obi-Wan Kenobi. And this is the former fire station of the castle, although now it's been improved by turning it into a shop that sells whiskey.
Now, I've heard a lot of Scottish tour guides saying that Edinburgh Castle was never successfully taken by force. True, very well worded. They never mentioned that the castle was actually surrendered many times.
So that's pretty much all we got from the tour guide. The rest of it's what I've learned about the stuff that I think is the most interesting. This is the Great Hall, and it was built in the 1500s. It has a really interesting ceiling. It was used for celebrations and feasts. This is the Dog Cemetery. It's been used since the 1840s as a burial place for regiment mascots and soldiers' pet dogs. This is Private McBain, and he had a very interesting backstory. He was on parade when his wife decided to leave him, and she left the baby with him as well. So he had nowhere else to put him, so he put him in his knapsack and fought the battle with him in there. I happened to be quite lucky when I was in Edinburgh because it just so happened to be the Duke of Edinburgh's birthday today. So they were doing a 21 gun salute drill instead of the usual 1 per day to signify 1 o'clock. I'm not going to show you all of it because, as I said, it was 21 guns and it took quite a while. I asked a good few people there why it was a 21 gun salute, why specifically 21, and none of them knew. They said it was something to do with naval history, but that was as much as I could get out of them. These were the prisons for the prisoners of war. They were used in the 17th and 18th century, and I think I read that they were brought back for a little while for use around World War II. This is the Royal Palace in the castle, and it was used as the royal residence until the early 17th century. This is the birthplace of one of the kings of Scotland, King James VI. In the 16th to 17th century, it stopped being used as the royal residence when Holyrood House was built. It wasn't as safe as the castle, but it was considered a lot nicer. One day is nowhere near enough to see all of Edinburgh. On my way to the museum now, and I've already taken a wrong turn. Oh well. This is the weirdest looking bird I've ever seen. Seriously, who would build this? The museum's real busy upstairs, but I've just come down one level, and I haven't seen a single person down here. Hope I'm allowed to be down here. What is it with the Scots and putting cones on statues? It's weird, it was the same in Glasgow with the Duke of Wellington.